Well, tonight is the return of Keith Thurman. Uh, Personally, it's nothing I can really get excited about because I really don't think he respects the sport or takes it seriously at this point. It's like right now, this is what we know him for, so he's coming back to get a paycheck against a relatively soft opponent. And what I mean by that, no disrespect to Josecito Lopez, because I know Josecito will be in there as long as he'll be in there, however long that may be. But it might not be very long. That's the whole problem. And basically, his problem, they're fighting at welterweight. Josecito is primarily a lightweight that usually fights out of his weight class for paychecks. You know, he'll fight at 140. He'll fight at 147. He'll fight at 54 if he has to. But he never wins any of those fights. He never wins any of the because he's handpicked as an opponent because a lot of the guys in the welterweight division and junior middle or whatever the case may be know he will take the fight and he'll give you a good fight, but he's just not big enough for those guys. Excuse me, and they know that. So, you know, he's easy pickings out there. As they say, cherry picking at its best right now from Keith Thurman. He's a semi-recognizable name, but he just doesn't have anything other than the Ortiz win that put him on the map on his resume, and that's about it. But we'll see what happens. But I don't really expect it to. I don't know though. It may go the distance, and it's a good chance it will. Now that I think about it, because I'm thinking about Keith Thurman. I mean, Thurman is not a big puncher. He claims to be, but that's all, you know, smoke and mirrors as far as I'm concerned. You know, if you yell loud enough, long enough, somebody will believe it. So anyway, we'll see what happens tonight. But I think Thurman will win unanimous decision. Uh, easy win for him. And there's a chance he could score the knockout in this. We'll see just what Josecito brings to the dance. You know, I hope he's been doing some chin exercises or something that will possibly keep him from getting stopped because he's a pretty good fighter. I mean, he's not a bum. He just, like I said, usually just outmanned. He's usually the smaller guy in the ring. Even if they come in weighing the same thing, he's really the smaller guy. So we'll see. But everybody have a good one. Enjoy the fight. Oh, and by the way, I gotta say one other thing. Munguia fights tonight. I'm not familiar with his opponent, but again, it's on the zone. And me personally, I'm not impressed with the zone that app because these are basically just showcase fights they're putting together where these guys, you get to see them, but you're not getting to see them in with any competition. So these fights aren't anything to get excited about either, but we'll see. All in all, but I think that Munguia will win his fight. I'm quite sure because, again, I'm quite sure this opponent is a hand-picked opponent, somebody they figure he can beat unless this guy can pull an upset. I don't know anything about him, so I'm going to be watching to see what happens there. But I'm thinking Munguia should have an easy time because the cards are stacked in his favor, that's for sure. So all in all, everybody enjoy the fights tonight and have a good one.